that you had more interesting things to say, and I wish that you answered questions when you're asked them.
When you're asked a point
either
blank
give me
question,
the Zoloft, I will totally give you one, because it sounds like you both need help with emotional
People
regulation.
put a lot of work and money and travel into being here. I'm very excited to be here, and to hear you just be like, it's so. It's
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. I'm not happy with the women chosen to be on this panel, who are then who are also allowed to take over the show, and have several women who say that they don't feel like it's a fair conversation when you just interrupt and degrade.
I don't care about
just
that.
be assertive. I'm loud, totally. You got to check me. My fiance does all the time. I have a loud
I know,
tone.
I'm assertive, and then you get up and walk away because you can't take it because you don't have emotional regulation.
No, I actually choose to leave when the conversation no longer involves me, and
then
it's to
take
a breath. So that actually is emotional intelligence regulation.
If you can't handle it, then leave.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I'm fine. I just think
this could be a way better conversation without you here.
Oh, you think so? Because you don't answer questions. So if I wasn't here,
I do. My last show was great.
I'm enjoying everyone here. Everyone's doing a great job.
The stars of the show. They don't answer any questions.
When it comes to men, though, being more privileged in society, it depends on the type of man. If you're Stephen Curry, then obviously you're having more privilege. If you're that AI version of me, then maybe not so much.
That's valid.
So
what kind of man are you?
If you worked for it, is it privilege?
Wait, I didn't hear you.
If you worked for it, is it privilege? I think that's what I was coming at you with, is you're like all these blue collar men. How do you know they didn't work very hard to be there? You know?
Joe Finley donated $69.
You literally did.
Just
said white collar.
What's
You're annoying,
worse,
Jesus Christ.
death or grey? Would you rather get shot, blown up, stabbed and then die, or any version of SA and live? Women are more privileged. Name one thing women can't do that men can.
Get an abortion.
Have babies.
Optically, yeah, I don't know.
I think
Hot
it's
take.
not. A lot of people aren't going to like this, but we're not at the point where men are just like who's more privileged. It's actually like oppression at this point, because if women took up the majority of the suicide rate, the homicide rate, the homeless rate, the addictions rate, majority to get killed by the police, majority to be victims of violent crime, it would be an international crisis, and we would be marching for women's rights and women's oppression. So I think it doesn't do it justice to just be like, what's the word you used? Underprivileged. It's like oppression at this point.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next one, we have women do not have equal rights to men in the USA, to which Taylor and Lindsay, or no, hold on, not Lindsay, sorry. Taylor and McKenna, you both agree. Women do not have equal rights to men in the USA. We're going to start with Taylor. Taylor, can you explain that? What do you mean?
Can you say the question again?
Women do not have equal rights to men in the USA. You agree with this, so I guess what rights do men have that women don't?
He said start with Taylor.
I know. Fuck. I need a minute. Take over the show.
No, why don't you just answer the question?
I understand why you're so pissed all the time, Brian.
I mean, she just said she wanted a minute.
Yeah, okay.
In my mind, where I went with it, probably just body autonomy. Like, from a very young age, even if you have something bad happen.
Wait, hold on. She already, like the previous cup question, she already pushed it off to you. I'm asking Taylor now, in her own words.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Champagne pops.
Okay.
Do it now.
They're going to be angry the whole time they wait.
I know. I'm okay. You can go first.
I'm not allowed.
I can go first. Just go first.
Then if she goes first, you're just going to say, I agree with McKenna, like you did the previous times. I'm just asking. You said you agreed women do not have equal rights to men in the USA. I'm just asking how.
I'm just going to be silent.
Okay.
But it's a podcast.
I know.
You won't be silent.
Literally talk. Like, come on, girl.
So what right do men have?
You
that
have
we
an opinion.
don't?
Tell us it.
I guess I'm okay.
I'll be quiet for this one.
Yeah, I was
If you're
going to say,
nervous-
she's not going to
If you're
talk.
nervous, then
okay, it's okay.
I'll set this one out.
Wait,
It's
but
fine.
hold on. Can you clarify? you want to be quiet because
What's the matter?
because why?
I'll just be quiet.
What?
Oh man.
Did she
But
bully?
why? Why do you want to be
bully you
quiet?
into silence? Did she?
No, I just gonna be quiet.
I hope not.
Man.
I don't really have any statistics or anything. I don't know.
Do you still agree with what you answered?
I
or
don't
do
think
you not anymore?
I don't think I agree with what I answered.
Okay,
I guess.
that's
I'm so
fair.
sorry.
That's cool.
I don't even believe it though. I don't believe it.
I know, but like I answered that like hours ago, and I probably had something on my mind, and I can't. There's like nothing to
Okay,
my
you
mind.
guys
so
seem
if
to have
I-
a lot of
okay,
opinions that you don't know if you stand by them or not.
Hold on. Women do not have equal rights to men in the USA. You agree with this? Is there anything that comes to mind as to why that is?
As of
I'm literally holding my breath.
no, it's fine. No, you didn't do anything. It's fine. I don't think I agree with it now.
Okay, so then your position then is women have equal rights to men in the United States. So bad faith. Okay.
Okay.
If you've changed your mind, the entailment of that would be that now your position is women do have equal rights to men in the
Oh my
USA.
god, I'm literally sweating. I can like feel him raging beside me. I don't think he like understands the energy.
whole chair just shaking.
Nothing. Okay.
I don't think there's
Okay,
much going on over there, man.
do you think that women have equal rights to men in the USA?
You can say anything, and it's not going to
Well, I'm
matter.
just
Just
gonna
say it
if you're not
anyway.
gonna at least engage in good faith. Just get the fuck off the show if you're not gonna like.
I was gonna say,
Like it's
I'm
one
glad
thing
I
for you to, if you say you've changed your position, then the answer to this should surely be yes. Yes, Brian, I agree. Women do have equal rights to men in the USA, but now you're just playing some game.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Is this what she does in relationships? She just fucking stonewalls and won't actually like engage in a conversation? Is this what you do?
Tired.
No.
You're
I
literally
just don't have any
stonewalling.
like statistics. I can't really.
I'm not
think
asking
of
for
anything. Well, I
statistics.
can't really think of anything. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I told you, I'll sit this one out. If
No,
you're
I just
afraid of
honestly
saying
can't.
something
No,
and
it's
have me
okay.
like fact check you, I'll sit it out.
I'm not asking you for statistics. I'm not asking you for a study. I'm just,
Your personal opinion. Your personal opinion.
I'm asking you, do women have equal rights to men in the USA?
Oh my God.
Bro, just get her the fuck out of here. Like, what is the point of this? Somebody else could have come on and like actually added something. Like, it's actually such a like disservice to all the people that put this podcast together. For real.
Well,
It's
then
actually
let's
fucked
let
up.
somebody else talk
I
who
just can't
hasn't
think. I
talked
honestly
for a
just can't
while.
think of
20
anything. I
minutes
just
ago.
can't think
You're
of
what?
anything. I just can't think of anything.
But okay, but
that would
I get that
kind-
you can't think of an example. So is it true that your position actually is women do not have equal rights to men in the USA, to which you previously agreed?
Wow.
Honestly.
So legally,
Do you have any of your own thoughts?
legally we are equal? Yes or no?
Depends on the like scenario, I guess. I feel like we can be equal in some things, but some things men don't think that we should have rights as women thinks that we should.
Do you mean like state by state? It varies.
Yeah.
What things
Okay,
do men
what is
think you
that
shouldn't
law?
have rights for?
Like abortion
That's not a right.
or
That's true.
I don't know.
Okay,
Abortion is not a right.
I think. I don't know.
We're getting there. You're talking to us. That's awesome. What else?
Women can vote. That is true. We all can vote.
I feel like I'm trying to convince my daughter to tell me what she learned at school that day. Like, this is the humming and hawing she gives me. She's like, well,
If you don't want to speak, just say please move on to the next person or
Well,
something.
she tried, but Brian was like,
Brian was
Brian's
pressing
been
her.
doing that the whole time.
Because she's
Like a couple times.
she's done it the whole time.
okay. Can I just get a yes or no to this? Do you agree with this statement? Women do not have equal rights to men in the USA. Yes or no?
I guess I don't know. It just varies.
Do you agree?
Are you high right now?
Hold on.
That's my
Guys,
question.
stop. You guys keep fucking, I'm trying to get to it, but you fucking tired? Forget it. Women do not have equal rights to men in the USA. Do you agree?
Men and women have equal rights.
Oh my God, you're fucking retarded. Next fucking thing. Holy shit, dude. Holy fuck. Oh my God, dude. Holy shit. Thank you for wasting fucking 10 minutes of our time.
It's literally 7
Holy
minutes.
shit.
I was watching.
Unbelievable, bro. All right. She could have just said that immediately. Oh, actually, I don't think that, even though it would have been a fucking lie. God damn.
Klein donated $69. Men have to work harder. Even attractive men still have to work more than their equal counterpart. Men have to prove themselves constantly. Women just have to show up. This show is proof.
Plain out here spitting facts today.
All right. Thank you, Clayton. Appreciate it, man.
Hasty George donated $70. All we have heard from Chair 2 is feminist prattle, complaining and nonsense. You can't handle the facts and valid points some of the other women are making because you have no valid arguments.
That part. Yep.
No, I just feel like even when Taylor did speak up just now, she was immediately shot down and degraded for taking 7 minutes to answer. But it's like you're literally the ones making her feel bullied.
Or did it take 7 minutes?
It's not gaslighting.
I'm not going to let you fucking gaslight. She's either intentionally trolling or she's so obtuse that she's just refusing to engage in good faith in the
I
conversation.
feel like it's more of a trauma response based on how other people are acting.
You can't claim trauma response for
I said I think.
I know, but women cannot claim trauma response for everything in their life that is hard.
Okay, so would you?
We're literally having
this
a
is a
conversation
milquetoast-
at a table.
But would you both speak the same way to a man like this about it?
Yes.
If he was,
We'd be
if he
wondering
was
what the
given
hell is
time?
wrong
I
with
don't
him.
think you would.
I've called Nick a retard the
No, I'm not talking
10
about.
times in
I'm
the
not talking
past
about.
hour.
I don't
I'm not
know if
talking about you because you're no longer the host.
I don't know
She's
if you're
taking
familiar
over.
with me, but I call out everybody, men, women. My mouth is rated E for everybody. So nobody can claim that I just like take men's side because they get the smoke
That's
too.
literally what your entire like persona online is. Basically, you're a man
right,
advocate.
highlighting
So
male
that's
issues. That doesn't mean I support men's wrongs. I'm not a feminist here. I can support men without supporting their wrongs.
feminist is used so loosely, and like you all don't even know what it actually is defined by.
Do you know what
You
the
couldn't
OG
even
definition
speak on
is?
it.
Yeah, go ahead.
What is it?
Go ahead
You
and
say it.
Google
No,
it.
no, no.
Because I'm not going to
I don't
say
need
word
Google.
for word.
No, no, no.
No, she's
rather Google it.
asking if you know it.
You claim
But she's
I don't
using
know.
this
Personally
word when
know it.
okay.
We have
but
a
I
whole-
clearly said beforehand, I love men. I respect men.
You don't
But
act
I
like
don't.
it.
Yeah. So wait, but
See, why would I talk if I'm going to be interrupted?
Right.
What's the
okay,
point?
let's understand.
What is the
Yeah,
point of this podcast if we're just all going to be interrupted anyway by one of the two women or three over here?
So what's the definition of feminism?
Go ahead, Chloe.
No, I'm asking you. You
Did you pull it up on your phone while you were running away?
No, I know it.
Because you pulled it up on your phone.
And
Nobody's gonna interrupt you. What is it?
I can Google it for you.
No, you don't know. You accused me of loosely using the term and are even trying to use like weird little petty attacks like me like walking away to Google stuff. So if you're so smart, what's the
Because I
definition?
don't think anyone's emotional response as a precaution, it can be just like very vaguely, labeled as feminism every time.
What does feminism mean to you?
Wanting equal respect, rights, and privilege in society. And when you look at okay, let's give an example of like slavery, right? It no longer exists. But yet we still have sex slaves. Well, I know, but we still have sex slaves today.
Not in the United States.
They're still here.
That's not
There's
true
still
at
plenty
all.
of sex trafficking.
From Arizona.
The government, this is literally a fucking crime. No, it is.
True.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
So the definition of feminism is the attempt to break down the patriarchal systems of hierarchy that oppress both men and women. So I'm very educated. I know I'm loud.
Do you think corn is oppressive to men?
Yeah.
Who do you think invented corn?
Well, we said that women
who invented, like, let's say, who started Pornhub? Who invented and started OnlyFans?
A woman started OnlyFans, and a man started Pornhub, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when you're looking at who's benefiting or who's creating, you can't say it's all women who are creating these problems and creating things that are oppressing men.
Nobody said that. You actually just
But that's what you are saying.
No, you went off
She never
the rails
said, and nobody
again.
ever said anything like that.
Yeah, I don't
here.
even know where that's coming from. I'm so confused. It's hard to confuse me, but
It is pretty tough answering a direct question, but once you're giving more context, it's like allowable at that point. So if somebody asks you, what's a feminist? And even she tried to give you another clarifier to you, but there still wasn't an answer that way. Does that make sense?
Well, they've given
asked her
because they've given examples about like how women can't walk to their car at night and feel like they can safely go to their car at night, and then you guys just try to argue that men are the victims of violent crimes as well. Yes, I agree. I agree that there are men and women who are victims of violent crimes, but men aren't constantly scared that there's going to be a woman behind them who's going to assault them.
Not a woman. They're scared there's a man that's going to assault.
Exactly.
but that's not why that
But it's
came
the
up.
same fear
And
that women
we also-
have. It's not any different.
Yeah.
But
And when men are
on both sides, the perpetrators are still men.
That's not always
Oh,
the case,
so-
though, and it doesn't make all men bad.
I never said it makes all men bad.
So
I'm saying that, don't you think it would be great if we could have a society where, men and women both faced equal consequences? I mean, we've got the whole Epstein stuff going on right now that proves how many people are involved in terrible things.
Most of the
and they've
time,
all been-
actually, when you're talking about consequences, when you're talking about consequences, women generally get lesser consequences than men.
Also,
Women generally get lesser punishments than
So
men.
the majority of sex slaves, are they men in the world?
There are men.
Bro, this is what Lindsay
what's the
does. Look,
majority?
I figured
That's
out
not-
what you do.
That's the point. It's women and children.
Stop, both of you. This is what Lindsay's strategy is. When you're trying to have a substantive conversation about anything, any sort of criticisms directed towards feminism or her worldview, she immediately just goes to, well, it's called the fallacy of relative privation. Well, there's PDF files in the world and Epstein, and let's talk about grape. Like, you always want to shift the conversation to like, well, there's other bad things happening in the world, so let's talk about that instead of like having a conversation about the actual topic at hand. That's your strategy for everything.
No, that is
you
Roma
always
can't
bring
have
in
an opinion
every
'cause
single
she's
conversation,
Canadian.
every single conversation with you. It always devolves down to essay, sex slaves, Epstein, PDF files. That's literally, you have like some weird obsession. It's kind of weird.
Because-
like, we could be having a debate over pineapple on pizza, and you'd be like, well, hold on, fucking Epstein's Island is like fucking You'd fucking lose your fucking mind if you're debating.
Different kind of
Well,
pizza
okay, what do
party.
PDF files prefer? It's fucking weird.
No, I think what she does that, but I think what she also does is when you're challenged with something, when you think you know something, and then someone challenges you, someone was talking about privilege, and so someone else responded with a statistic, and you were like, see, like right now you're checking out, you're like, when you hear something you don't like, and when someone's not agreeing with you, you either check out or you have this, like, what are those things called? Rolodex. You have a Rolodex of 5 topics, and you're like, this one, men sleep with goats. There's pedophiles. I've heard the most outrageous shit from you, and it's impressive. Okay? It's impressive. So round of applause for you.
Thank
but
you.
again, it doesn't show intelligence at all.
I never even said that.
You never said you were intelligent?
No, but you're just
clear.
constantly projecting all this shit on me.
What am
when
I
not projecting anything on you.
See, but again, right?
So
I just
annoying.
said something to you that you don't like, and you're like, well, you're projecting.
But I
said
don't-
something you didn't
what I
like
don't
earlier,
like-
and you're like, well,
I
walk
think
away.
She has done a master class in gaslighting.
Oh, for sure.
100%.
You would be a terrible person to date. I hope you stay single, actually.
Oh, I am
And see,
praying
yeah, I get it.
I die alone.
Like
Absolutely.
the fights would never
I'm
end because
super
you just
happy.
keep
1 in 4
convoluting it
singles
and
die alone.
convoluting it until it somehow fits into your little Play-Doh.
It doesn't even. She goes all the way
shape maker.
upstairs. She goes upstairs, gets an argument, comes back, confuses everybody.
By the way, guys, we're just going to we're going to have a roast session. TTS has been lowered $30, well, $29 TTS. $29 TTS. We do have Pasty. Hold on, Pasty. I'm going to get yours in here in just a minute. He's coming in. The hell? Or did I already do it? Wait, did I already do this one? Here.
Pasty George.
Yeah.
Oh, it already came in?
Yeah.
Wait, did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I recommend the prattle.
Complaining and nonsense. You can't handle the facts and valid points some of the
That's
other
what
women
started
are
all
making.
this.
Have no valid arguments.
It's been a while.
$30
That is
TTS.
gymnastics,
$30
but-
TTS. Okay, McKenna. Women do not have equal rights to men in the USA. Why is that?
I think my thought process there is just in regards probably to not being allowed to do what we want to do with our own bodies. And I understand there's birth control available and there are condoms available. And I understand that getting an abortion is not like something that could be a right, but I think you should be allowed to do what you want to do with your own body. And if you are pregnant, you shouldn't have to be forced to carry the pregnancy depending on the state that you live in.
But what would this have to do with equal rights between men and women?
Yeah, because men don't have that. They actually have zero options. So where's the equality? That would actually that would be more of a privilege.
You have to be of a certain age, and like there's a lot of other factors into being like able to go and get your tubes tied as a woman if you're single, and you're not in a relationship with a man.
So the same.
I could have gotten my tubes tied at 15.
My fiance is gonna.
Like I have a disease that directly affects my uterus, and in order to get rid of that disease, I could get a hysterectomy. I can make that decision. I can also make the decision to do porn, which is literally deciding what I do with my body on a daily basis.
No, she's right though. Doctors, well, I want to get my tubes tied, and my even though I have 2 kids, I'm 28.
I'm not saying that she's wrong.
My fiance has to sign off on that, but he wants to get a vasectomy, and I also have to sign off on it. So that's something that we aren't taught as women. I wasn't either. I was shocked because I was like, what a disservice, but it goes both ways.
Mm-hmm. As far as my understanding, though, he only has to get it signed off by you because you guys are together, the vasectomy? Like if he were a single man, he could just go get a vasectomy?
No, if he, depending on how old he was and how many kids he has.
With respect
okay,
to
then I'd say that's just misinformation. Not on your part. I mean, on the majority of the population, not understanding that a man has to get any type of.
Part of that has to do with that when you want something like that done, it's a surgery. Your insurance company is paying for it. If there is not a medical necessity for it, your insurance company does not want to pay out for something like that.
In relation to this, I don't know if you guys have heard of like the daddy stitch. Or like
getting the stitch to make the vaginal opener tighter.
That still happens in a lot of places. It was only like within the past. No, it's absolutely not.
No, I've heard nurses and stuff talk about it.
Not even too far back, like maybe 10 years, they started to get rid of that. But I literally just looked it up recently.
This is like a very dubious claim.
It's not though. It is
okay.
Like
well,
factual.
How do you differentiate? Hold on. So I agree that it possibly has happened, or it has happened that this has been done where they do an additional stitch for the pleasure of the husband. Again, I've actually not seen any evidence for this. I looked into this.
Oh yeah, no, the woman has to consent.
I looked into this. My understanding, though, that they're trying to conflate women who have had vaginal tearing, and the doctor does what is medically necessary by stitching up a vaginal tear.
I think the thing is, the guy says, "Oh, throw another stitch in there for me."
They don't do that though. Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
Ridiculous. This is some like feminist trope.
No, I mean, I definitely will do more research.
Once,
I will definitely do more research to make sure I don't make the mistake of saying the wrong thing again.
The tubes tied. Hold on.
Okay.
The tubal ligation, it does not require a husband's signature or consent. From the research I've just done.
A tubal what?
Getting tubes tied does not require a husband's signature or consent.
But some doctors will deny you. Like,
won't allow you to do it.
Yeah, but part of that has to do
to how
with
young you are and being single.
Hold on, but here's the thing. I think what you're trying to get at is that it perhaps is a longer, there's more perhaps hoops you have to jump through to get your tubes tied, but that's because it's a more invasive procedure, and I don't believe it's reversible, whereas vasectomies can be reversible. So vasectomies are done, I don't know if with tubes tied you have to like go under and you have to be put under. The vasectomy is it's not a particularly invasive procedure. No. You're in and out pretty quick, and so I don't know. There's a lot of things being thrown out here. It seems a bit dubious, but
I'll definitely do more research into that.
But
yeah, me too.
When it comes to equal rights, I think we're talking about something that's sort of like a law, something like that. So, McKenna, I'm just asking again. You say women do not have equal rights to men in the USA. I ask how.
The only point of subject that I had on that I was thinking of was about the body autonomy and the rights with our bodies and having access to care, being able to get it done, like you said, with less hoops to jump through necessarily. But I also didn't know that any man had to have any type of, like you saying, you had to sign off for your partner for him to get a vasectomy or want to get a vasectomy. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing, so that's ignorance on my part there.
Yeah, it might be different here.
It may be different here because I was like, I didn't think about that. I was like, as far as I knew here, that's not how it was, or that the man had more of the right over himself. But that's really the only point of contention that my mind jumped to.
But abortion is something that sort of primarily is related to women. But again, as it relates to equal rights, you could make the argument that in order for equality to exist between men and women on this issue, you would have to roll back abortion rights entirely for there to be equality between men and women.
Yeah, or you could just give men the same amount of time to choose that women have. It's called financial abortion.
Or legal paternal surrender.
And I don't understand why that's not a thing, because
I definitely think that should be a thing.
There are teachers who have and this isn't just some weird propaganda. You can Google it. There's many news stories where a grown-ass woman has molested a teenage boy. He got her pregnant and he had to pay child support.
Yes.
So you've got men paying to their perpetrators. So I think men actually very clearly have less rights over their own autonomy than women do. They don't even have birth control. What the fuck?
Okay, well, it seems like nobody has any support for women not having equal rights to men in the USA. I think the last one on the questionnaire that we'll do, then we're going to let some roasts come in. By the way, guys, $30 TTS, get the roasts in. We're going to let a few